Hey, what's going on? What's happening? You got Mr. Law Jones here with a brand new video. It's been a good while since I've been on here. I hope all is well with you all. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and take a second to click like, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Drop a comment or something. Man, let's go ahead and get with it. So this is the '94 Cadillac DeVille 4.9 liter. Today, I just had kind of waited to the weather kind of went down here. So here in Dallas, it got up to a high of 97 degrees today. So you might say about 100 if you round it off. Been a very hot day today. It's way too hot for me to do any car work. So just kind of relaxed most of the day. Besides that, I've been like really busy. I've been extremely busy. So I'm sorry I haven't put a video out in a while. Man, I had like about 3 or 4 projects going on at the same time. So I got 2 of them done. I have 1 more to do, and then like I said, I got the '66 Cadillac. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that swap on it. So I got a lot of good things going on for that one. But today I'm gonna go ahead and replace the engine temp sensor on the DeVille here. One of the things on here, this car doesn't have OBD2 on it. So what I have going on is, after I drive this car for a while, say I can go to a grocery store and I can get out the car for about maybe say like 20, maybe 15, 20, even 30 minutes sometimes, just depending on like how the lines are. And then I get out in the car, get back in the car, turn it on, start it up, it'll kick over and it dies right out. So what's going on is, what I kind of determined is a temp sensor on here. Just pop the hood open. So this one little part right here, about to show it to you in about 2 seconds. This one little part right here, this is engine temp sensor right here. This one little part right here can wreak havoc onto your car, believe it or not. This thing right here, what it was doing, it had it like dumping a lot of fuel off into the intake. So it's saying like, hey, the car hot, overheated. Never overheated, never ran hot, anything like that. And what's happening is, when this thing gets hot, even though it never overheated, it's telling the computer, it's saying, hey, I'm a little hot, I need to dump some more fuel. So of course the computer is dumping more fuel off into the intake there. So when I start up, it's making it flood. So the one that's on this car is actually original to this car here, believe it or not. That is so crazy. Just show you how, like, if these auto manufacturers, they want to make some quality, they can. I mean, but I mean, they really stepped up the game up a lot now, a whole lot. I mean, cars last longer than ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that, and then also too, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the air temp sensor on here. So I almost look like a coolant sensor, but I actually look like this little guy right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. So since this car doesn't have mass airflow sensor, so this thing here kind of like measures your temperature inside the manifold. So I'm going to replace those 2 there. Just kind of show you how that works. So what I got to do is, I got to go ahead and I got to take the air intake off of here. Take this off, so that way, because the sensors that I need to replace, they actually like up under, like once I move these out the way, they actually not under here. They are under here, but they're not, but this is in the way. So but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab some tools real quick on what I need, and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. All right, so I'm back. All right, so got the air intake tube off of here, and like I said, as explained in the last part of the video, so you have like a little wing nut deal right here. It's not really a wing nut, but it is a wing nut, but it's not a wing nut. So you got this right here. So you take that off, and then you have 4 points on here where the actual air filter goes into. So you got this one right here at the bottom, got 2 on the side, and then you got that one at the top right here, right behind there. So I guess probably where I'm at, I probably need to change that air filter too, I'm sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty dirty, so I need to change that. So that's a wrap for that. At least it lets me know it's functional. So I'm gonna change it out. But yeah, the sensor that I'm changing out, it's gonna be right here. That's your temp sensor right there. And then right over to the back of this motor, the other sensor is going to be right back here, if I remember this correctly. Actually, it's right there where my finger's at. And see, let's move the wire out the way so you can see it. Yeah, so it's gonna be right there. So that's the sensor. So that's the air. So that's the air temp sensor. This right here is your engine coolant, engine temp sensor. So I'm gonna change those out. Like I said, these are original to the car. So yeah, like I said, what I was getting, like I said, you know, I wasn't overheating anything like that. But what happens is, like I said, when those temp sensors goes bad, since this car doesn't have OBD, since it doesn't have OBD2. You know, like I said, it's kind of more of an old school thing, so to speak. And so it just kind of like, you know, you just had to just, you know, just kind of go off a, just kind of like a sense thing, so to, you know, so to speak. But I'm gonna change those out, and that'll be it. So I should be good to go. And so tools that you'll need for this type of job right here. Let me see, you're going to need, let me see, of course, your sensors. So you're gonna need those, because I showed in the last part of the video. 19 millimeter socket, that'll get it. And then you'll need a 3/8 drive. If you feel like it's too short, you just need an extension, you can always just add an extension on here too. So so that's all you need for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone down real quick and get this unloosened, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so back one more time. So all right, so I got the old engine temp sensor off. I got the new one in there. It's not all the way installed as of yet. That is the old temp sensor right there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get over here and do this air temp sensor right here now. So right here, what I ended up doing, just so I can, because it's real confined over here, even though it's kind of like quite a few wires. So what I ended up doing, I just ended up just taking off the negative side of the battery cable. So I just took that off, and just so I can go ahead and take this alternator power wire off of here. And just so, the only reason I took this off, just so I can just kind of make a little bit of room. And then I took this piece of harness off right there, and so I took that off. You know, just move a few wires around. Let me get my big old hand, my fingers out the way. So yeah, so I got that off of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that sensor off. And so all you gotta do, like I said, just use a 19 millimeter socket. Put this over this. Let's get this out the way first. Try to make some room here. It's a little cluttered. Alright, so let's put that right here. So you stick that down here. And so we got it up on there. You got to do is turn a little bit. Should just come out pretty easy. So I'm doing one-handed because I'm holding the camera. Alright, so we got it broke loose. And then just turn it. And then it just should just come right on off. So so anyway, that's how you do that. And so that's how you do that. Just take those two sensors off. Like I said, 19 millimeter socket will work. And only thing you just want to do when you tighten these down is want to tighten it down enough just so, you know, that way you just want to tighten this up enough where you ain't got to like get it real. Well, let's back up a little bit. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so yeah, so when you're doing these sensors on here on your car, you just want to just tighten this up enough where it's just not overly tight. You just doing enough just to firm it. So that's all you got to do. But anyway, so that's how you do the install of your engine temp sensor and your air temp, your engine coolant temp sensor, and your air. They call it. It's the actual term for the air temp sensor. It's actually called a manifold. Let's try this again. Intake manifold temp sensor. So that's the name of that one. So so that's actually the proper name for it. So but anyway, that's how you do that. So if you got any questions or comments, anything like that, just feel free to hit me up. Like I said, I'll help you out as much as I can if you have any problems. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this install up before dark catches me. And this is Mr. Law Jones signing out with the 94 Cadillac DeVille 4.9 liter. Take it easy. Have a good Memorial Day holiday as well too, folks. Take care.